Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Check 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Prescott down. Cooper's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In this play. First quarter, first drive.
Dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because
the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They get 11 back on that one. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not full quit to kick this away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know, the thought your playmakers and give them the football.
I got number 18. I got you, 18.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
First down, Prescott. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be...
Start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Yellow, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Yellow. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
To throw is Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
You need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. That QB's trash. Let's go. Check Nick.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On play action, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Pick your game up.
Play action now. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
54,
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He's going to float this one, and that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 84 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Hey, switch, switch, switch. 53's the mic. 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the counter, here's McCoy. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back now in Arlington. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play fake. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. And even 60 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
McCoy. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Looking deep in the direction of... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 56 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And an out. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that, Brock.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Prescott, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Fights him off.
We got this.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
1st down, Kansas City.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's McCoy. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Check the call. Check the call.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 37-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, 57 colors.
Check 3. Motion.
Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Get the ball. Check safety. Motion.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Just like that. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours?
And they'll run it with McCoy. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, Prescott here to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 26 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And it's an offensive